I spent the month of January away from the computer. I was playing music, I was woodworking, I was spending a lot of time outside, and I'm back, fellas. January is one of my favorite months to go out camping and sort of just prepare for the year. So for the month, I admit I was away from the computer. I was not playing WoW, I wasn't doing really anything, but you better believe that I came back, and the stuff that I saw has got me hyped. Today, I want to talk about Season of Discovery Phase 2, which is coming out in just a couple of days, all the cool stuff that is coming in Phase 2, and even some of the things that we have seen that neither me nor probably you guys are too excited about. Let's just talk about the future of classic World of Warcraft, shall we? But of course, we're going to start this year off by thanking the channel's sponsor, Zygor. Phase 2 is about to come out. The War Within is about to come out. Zygor is World of Warcraft's ultimate add-on, and it is linked down below in the description if you are looking for help with leveling, getting gold, leveling up your professions, getting pets, mounts. It doesn't matter, guys. Link down below in the description. Check out Zygor today. You might have noticed that I'm in a brand new space. You know, I got this like fancy ass background and stuff. It's nice. Let me tell you something. That last place where I was doing all the Nixxiom content, it had no heating in the dead of winter. The landlord never responded to any text messages. The internet was constantly going out. It sucked. So I've officially moved into a brand new office space, and I gotta say, I feel like this space is a lot more comfy, in my opinion. I mean, what do you think? Left or right, which one looks better? I think the new one does. But cool new spaces to record stupid YouTube videos in, you know, that's great, but let's talk about classic WoW, okay? And first and foremost, let's talk about Gnomeregan. So in Phase 2, we are going to be getting a new Gnomeregan raid. I got to look over this last night. First of all, yes, we are going to be getting updated versions of all the classic bosses from Gnomeregan, but even more than that, we are getting a new boss added into Gnomeregan, a boss that we've never seen before. With the addition of this new raid, we are of course going to get new item sets. I love item sets in MMORPGs. It's one of the things I love about Elder Scrolls Online, for example, and I love that they're bringing this more and more to Season of Discovery. There are more item sets to be found in Gnomeregan, just like in Blackfathom Deeps, with some really cool rewards that hopefully are not going to make you feel too stupid overpowered before level 60, but I guess we're going to have to play around with it to find out. But even more than that, we're also going to see tokens added to Gnomeregan. Yes, gear tokens. So for those of you that you've been running Blackfathom Deeps over and over and over, and you just can't get that like chest piece or those shoes or whatever the set pieces thing, whatever, point is you're gonna get these power depleted boots. And what you can then do is if you win the roll for it, you can then take these boots to a vendor and you can redeem it for your class specific pair of shoes. Dude, Blackfathom Deeps, Blizzard went all out. I was not expecting Blizzard to put as much effort into BFD that they did. And people, you know, they did BFD and they were blown away by it. They were like, wow, this is a really fun raid. This is a great raid for like an introduction. It's Season of Discovery. And if the success of BFD is any indicator, Gnomeregan is probably gonna be even better. And you know, this is a very small thing that is personal, unique to me. I don't know if anybody else has this opinion, but I'm gonna say something kind of controversial right now. I don't like Gnomeregan as a dungeon. I've never liked Gnomeregan. I think it's huge. I think it takes forever. I never thought it was that interesting. And every time I did, you know, normal dungeon Gnomeregan, you know, I would think, why is this not a raid? It's huge. It's the reclamation of the gnomes, you know, home city. Why is this not a raid? It just makes no sense. And you know what? We're finally getting it. Now, this is not some big wish that I've always had since I first started playing World of Warcraft, but it's been, you know, it's been there in the back of my mind. So this experience, being able to do Gnomeregan as a raid, is kind of quasi a wish come true for me. It's like, wow, I finally get to experience Gnomeregan in the way that I've wanted to experience Gnomeregan over all these years. So just my opinion though. Now, are you ready? Because I'm about to geek the hell out. Dude, we are getting even more profession content in Phase 2 of Season of Discovery. Specifically, we are going to get 20 new recipes being added into the world across all non-gathering professions. I'm talking new epic helmets to craft. I'm talking new enchants. I'm talking new alchemy recipes. And apparently, there is a secret profession questline in Phase 2 of SOD that we know nothing about. Blizzard has said nothing. It's just we gotta find it. Over all the years that I've been doing this damn YouTube channel, I have said 10 trillion times in 10 trillion different videos that profession content is incredibly important for the longevity and the enjoyment of an MMO. It gives you an entirely new path of progression to enjoy on your character. You know, hey, you're bored of leveling up, you want to go do something different? Go mine. Go level up your blacksmithing, have some fun crafting for yourself that copper battle axe and being like, wow, this is like an upgrade and I made it myself. It's such a good feeling, and it's something that so many MMOs like don't tap into. You know, it's like they think, oh, you know, the player just wants to level. They just want to level. That's it. They just want that one path of progression. No, we want to level up. We want to gain new powers. We want to create new powers potentially. I don't know. We want to get professions. We really want to craft our character and make them the way that, you know, we play them the way we want to play them. Give us the means to really make us feel like a badass dwarf warrior in a fantasy world, crafting armor for ourselves, delving into dungeons, fighting dragons and stuff. That's what makes fantasy so awesome. And we're getting more of that in phase 2 of Season of Discovery. Dude, I love profession content. Like, I absolutely love it. I find it so enjoyable, so fun, and I absolutely hate it when MMO companies don't tap into how rich they could make, you know, the profession, you know, experience in their MMO. I hate when they don't tap into that. So I'm glad that Blizzard is doing that, even with secret quest lines and stuff. That's cool. I'm gonna be honest, the best part of phase 1 of Season of Discovery for me was leveling up my blacksmithing, doing that epic quest chain, going into Black Fathom Deeps, and finally crafting for myself that epic. Dude, I felt like a freaking titan among men with this thing on my character. It was incredible. So Blizzard, more profession stuff. It is so welcome, at least from me. I don't know about you guys. I mean, maybe you guys aren't as geeky about that sort of stuff as I am, but I don't know. There's something special about crafting, you know, your own sword, crafting your own pair of pants. I don't know. Let's talk about PvP. There are some huge updates coming to PvP in phase 2 of Season of Discovery. Blizzard has learned a lot from the Ashen Vale experience. Ashen Vale was a bit of a mess, to say the least. There's a lot of people that really liked it. I mean, I enjoyed it, to be fair. I mean, I thought it was a lot of fun, but I recognize the cons, okay? I'm not blind to it. So in phase 2 of SOD, we are going to be getting a new PvP zone, and it is, of course, Stranglethorn Vale. And in Stranglethorn Vale, there is going to be an optional Blood Moon event. Optional. What pretty much happens is every 3 hours, the skies are gonna darken red above Stranglethorn Vale. Players will fight each other. They'll get this special currency for killing one another and stuff. And you can redeem this stuff for PvP rewards at a vendor outside of Gurubashi Arena. But there's a few cool catches in regards to the PvP system that personally I'm geeking out over when it comes to Stranglethorn Vale. First of all, apparently in STV, whenever this Blood Moon event happens, there is going to be this big giant Chosen of Loa blood boss thing that's gonna wander around the world and just absolutely massacre players. Blizzard kind of teased it as if it's like a Fell Reaver that's gonna be walking through the zone. What happens if you kill it? I have no idea. Can you kill it? I have no idea, but I guess we're gonna have to find out. The second thing, I mentioned it earlier, this is all optional. If you're someone sitting there and you're like, I just wanna level in Stranglethorn Vale in peace. I just wanna be one of those freaks that actually goes out and takes the time to gather all the pages of the Green Hills of Stranglethorn. If that's you, man, that's freaking awesome, because what you can do is talk to a Zandalari emissary and you can just be completely opted out of the Blood Moon event. This means you never have to experience it. Now, if you are in a PvP realm, normal PvP rules do apply in Stranglethorn Vale. So there's no Blood Moon event, but you still can get ganked by that annoying rogue, all right? And you know, the third thing that really stands out, and we don't really, again, know what Blizzard means by this, but apparently, if you think that what you're gonna do is get together with your friends and form some big group and run around and just massacre players by the dozens and just laugh at their misery, apparently the Blood Moon is not kind to players that PvP in groups. I'm pretty sure they said both raid groups and normal groups, so this is meant to be a free-for-all PvP event. This is not meant to be a get together with your guildies and go out and massacre sort of thing. So I'm very curious what they mean by that. Like, what does that mean? Like, if you get in a raid group in this event, like, you know, are you like cursed? Like you get like res sickness or something? I don't know, but we're gonna find out. And in regards to Ashen Vale, it too is gonna be on a timer, and I think that's kind of cool. I especially like this new approach to the PvP zone because it's not the same thing as Ashen Vale. It would have been very easy for them just to put a bunch of bosses in the zone that we had to go and kill, you know, enemy faction leaders and stuff. I don't know, whatever. They could have just done Ashen Vale again, but just with it kind of spiced up and kind of, you know, the creases ironed out, but they didn't do that. Instead, they gave us an entirely new system. Guys, we are of course going to be getting new runes for all the classes added in with Phase 2, and you know, that's to be expected. Blizzard showed a few of the runes that we could get, like 2 each for each class, but how many are actually available to be found? We don't know. I guess we're gonna have to find out. But the one thing that is interesting is we are going to be getting something called dungeon skill books. So apparently, as you're doing dungeons in this new phase, these little books can drop and they teach your character new abilities entirely. Now make no mistake, these are not runes. So like when you get one of these dungeon things, you don't learn the power and then you enchant your shoe or something and you get a new ability. It's not like that. It's just a permanent new ability to your character that you can throw onto your action bar, or maybe there's some passives in there, not entirely sure, but it has nothing to do with enchanting your boots, your chest piece, or none of that. Personally, I think this is a great idea just because of the fact that it gives new players the incentive to just go and do some dungeons. Never forget this, and I've met plenty of them, maybe you guys have too. There's a lot of people out there that are really intimidated and don't want to do dungeon content in World of Warcraft because they think it's a little too scary, it's a little too whatever, it's intimidating. They're introverts, they're not like, comfortable with the group setting, but this kind of gives them more of an incentive. It's not like a super big one, but it's more of an incentive to go out and to really flesh out your character by finding these skill books while doing Dead Mines, while doing Gnomeregan, or Ragefire Chasm, Shadowfang Keep, whatever. And I think that's awesome. I love it when Blizzard gives more incentive and more genuine character building rewards for going out and participating in the community and in the world's social content. And in regards to new runes, again, we only saw 2 teased for each class. Hopefully we get maybe like a dozen or something, but we will see. So now we arrive to the part of the video which I think a lot of people have been waiting to maybe hear my thoughts on, and I know I'm about to disappoint some people here, but the GDKP drama that's happening in the community. So Blizzard is banning GDKP runs in Phase 2 of Season of Discovery, and a lot of people aren't happy about that. A lot of people are happy about it. And this is where I'm kind of going to disappoint everybody because I have never done a GDKP run before in World of Warcraft. Like I've never touched the subject. I mean, I'm familiar with it. I mean, I know what it is. I know the concept, everybody goes in and gambles like some gold for a piece of gear and then blah, 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 the gold is distributed, whatever. Like I understand what the GDKP is, but I've never done it and I don't really fully understand like the drama or the situation around it enough to really form an opinion. I see the people that say, hey, this is a really good thing. It promotes it promotes the social element of the game, players getting together, doing the raid, gambling some gold, everybody makes some money. So I see that. I also see the counter arguments that Blizzard is making where they're saying, hey, the gold farmers and whatnot are abusing this system and stuff to make money and then sell it for real cash. But honestly, I can't really give an opinion on this. Maybe you guys that are more familiar with this subject can talk more about it in the comment section, and maybe I can form an opinion more over time. So I'm gonna have to kind of step back from that debate, that discussion, and just say that I have nothing to say on it right now anyway. But there is one thing that I will say, and I want to make an entire video dedicated to this subject, some of my ideas surrounding it. But one thing that I really hope that Blizzard continues to attack in Phase 2 of Season of Discovery is the bot problem. The bot problem in Classic World of Warcraft is insane. The real money gold trading in Classic WoW, it is an insanely huge problem that the community is facing. Blizzard, they're banning accounts left and right allegedly, but it's sort of shocking that this multi-billion-dollar company cannot solve this issue, cannot create some sort of program within like their game that detects this sort of stuff going on. But I'm gonna save that topic for another time. The only thing that I'll say right now is just I hope that in Phase 2 and with like new patches that Blizzard continues to roll out more systems, more updates, more whatever that intentionally will fight the bot problem in Season of Discovery. Not just in Season of Discovery, but also in Wrath of the Lich King Classic as well. Bots are a huge problem, and Blizzard needs to be directing a lot of resources to fixing it, because I'm not gonna say it's killing the community, but damn, it is frustrating it. So my conclusion for phase 2 of Season of Discovery is, dude, I am very hyped. You can probably tell, like, yeah, there were some like little negatives there at the end, sort of, but dude, I'm hyped. Season of Discovery is such a breath of fresh air. It has been so much fun. I've loved the guild that I'm a part of. I have loved the people that I have met. I have loved the gameplay that I've been treated to. And the best part is Season of Discovery truly has become Classic Plus in a way. It is Classic WoW with more content being added in, and I hope that we see more and more stuff added in the future. I'm still holding out hopes that Blizzard even goes crazy and maybe adds like a new zone in like phase 3 or something of Season of Discovery, but we will see. Guys, my name is Nixxiom. It's really good to be back. I hope you guys had an awesome new year, and stay tuned for more videos because I'm checking out the new Dragonflight patch next later tonight, and I have heard that it is